about that space is that the attackers are trying to do completely different things there than they're trying to do in a typical network attack situation. A typical network attack, you try and break into a system, you try and install malware, you try and penetrate into the databases, and you try and pull out whatever it was you were looking for back out. But the ultimate point of the attack is to get data back out. So traditional defenses are based around trying to spot the attack profile of the malware coming in, look for the signatures of it, that sort of thing, and then to look for the traffic patterns of the exfil and try and interfere with them, which is great. And those sorts of threats exist in the OT space. But the more scary class of threats in the OT space is that these are physical systems that people are depending on to do their day jobs, potentially life and limb are at stake, medical devices. And in those cases, the attack doesn't take the form of an attempt to get anything back out at all. It takes the form of a completely legitimate, well-formatted command that looks just like routine operational commands, except it's at the wrong time or has the wrong value in it.
So these are more difficult to actually see because they're legitimate camps. They're happenings, legitimate traffic.
Any different from normal routine traffic, because they are normal routine traffic. So what we have to do about that is we provide really strong digital identities for both the devices and the users that work well in the unique operational environment of transient networks, multiple third-party networks, or just the sheer fact that if your network's down, it's not okay for your building to be down with it. So it's got to be able to work when you've got infrastructure problems. That's what a lot of these access systems are designed to deal with. And yet it's still got to be end-to-end secure so that you can be sure that the bad attack does not ever get into the system in the first place. You don't want to respond to it after the fact. You want your system to stay up.
You want to stop it from the get-go before it even gets a chance to do something.
Get started. So when we lock a system down, we can make very certain that the only people who are accessing these critical systems are the people who are supposed to be doing it, and that they're performing legitimate job functions while they're doing it. And we can make sure that all the various nodes in the system that are communicating with each other to produce these larger scale effects like temperatures in the building can in fact trust each other to be accurate and truthful and part of the building sensors and not a spoof device to try and leave us all sweating and uncomfortable.